Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty big Xbox news coming out over here where Phil Spencer, once again, the good old Xbox CEO and head honcho himself, has actually had a chance to go and talk about some of the very big drama and as well as really big kind of upcoming deals with his brand new Xbox acquisition. Now, this has been in the news throughout these past few weeks, especially in regards to like the monopoly side, the individual side, in terms of the Brazil versus PlayStation side and that huge legal court case down in, obviously in Brazil. And as well, we've also had even more Activision drama. We've had Xbox drama. We have had drama and bits and pieces and lawyers and everything kind of hawking around everywhere. Like, this is crazy. So I'm kind of going to give you guys some like the rundown on what's going on, how he kind of feels, what's happening, is there progress being made, what's going on with the exclusivity, and all this stuff too as well. Because we actually have a pretty cool article over here from IGN, and he finally broke his silence. So let's go and do a little bit of a deep dive and talk about it. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, we also have the Amazon links down below, the Target links down below, and the Twitter and Twitch stream. So make sure you guys go and follow that on up. So as you guys know, this big Xbox acquisition and deal is going to be taking quite some time to go through. It's been announced for many, many months. There's a lot of other various aspects of it. And at the end of the day, it's kind of looking good, kind of looking bad, kind of looking all over the place. So we have an article over here in kind of like the somewhat interpretation of the interview of Xbox's boss, Phil Spencer, and thankfully he does feel good about the Activision Blizzard acquisition progress, but when's it going to go through, what's going on, and also there's been a little bit of maybe skepticism too as well with platform locking too on top of that. We have some like rumors going on with that. So how close is Xbox to acquiring Activision Blizzard? At the moment, we have no idea. But Xbox boss Phil Spencer is feeling very good about it and how far they've come in the process. During an interview with Bloomberg, the Microsoft CEO himself of gaming gave an update of sorts on the upcoming deal which sees Microsoft own the beleaguered games company. He states, "I feel good about the progress that we've been making, but I go into the process supportive of people who maybe aren't as close to the gaming industry asking good, hard questions about what is our intent? What does this mean?" And he said, if you play it out over 5 years, is this constricting a market? Is it growing a market? So of course, the deal has been under wider spread scrutiny since Microsoft announced it would be purchasing Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion back in January. It's been many months already. This deal has already been investigated for potential insider trading, and the UK has since begun probing the acquisition to ensure it's a good deal for consumers. So he basically, as of right now, like there's going to be scrutiny no matter what. Though some of the easier processes, such as PlayStation to Bungie, or like, say PlayStation/Sony into Crunchyroll, have been way easier and better acquisitions. Though a $70 billion game industry buyout is huge. Because I want to reiterate here, some organic whole entire industries are worth even less than $68.7 billion. As in, like, there is literally like even some countries are not even worth that much money. So it's crazy. So his statement is, "I've never done a $70 billion deal, so I don't know what my confidence means," added Spencer. "I will say, though, the discussions we've been having do seem positive. If the deal does go through, it will see Microsoft own one of the biggest gaming studios in the world. But don't worry, the company does assure consumers that console exclusives are something we're just going to see less and less of." Which is funny, though, because a lot of folks have also been saying on both sides, hey, do we want to go and have this game also just be exclusive? So think more so for the other IPs, not just Call of Duty, other IPs. We have had a few statements, though, that does go and support that Phil Spencer wants it open for everyone. Mainly because if they go and sell millions upon millions of units on PlayStation 5, PlayStation makes money, but as well, they will also be making money from the developer, aka like whenever they sell COD because they own COD, they're also making money. This also does add a lot more leverage towards crossplay too as well, in Game Pass, because more so think on future DLCs or other maps or map packs, etc., that might just be fully all available on Game Pass day one, and you'd have to pay money for it. So that also, once again, would maybe incentivize folks being like, hey, well, it's been 4 map packs, I'd rather not spend an extra $60 on top of $60, I'll just go pay the $15, in general. So he states, Maybe you happen in your household to buy an Xbox and I buy a PlayStation, and our kids want to play together, and they can't because we bought the wrong piece of plastic to plug into our television. He said, "We really love to be able to bring more players in reducing friction, making people feel safe, secure when they're playing, allowing them to find their friends, play with their friends, regardless of what device. I think in the long run that is good for this industry, and maybe in the short run, there's some people on some companies that don't love it, so Sony, but I think as we get over the hump and see where this industry can continue to grow, it proves out to not be true." So the big statement on this still is, I like this. Like, I mean, it depends, because people could always say one thing on record and then go and change it up 5-10 years from now. Or what if there is a brand new gaming CEO? Like, what if Phil Spencer retires in 20 years and they completely do and flip-flop it? So it is a little bit scary if you think about the long-term future of these games. It really could be sketchy and it really could be weird, but at least we do have, once again, another official statement stating that there won't be, hopefully, ideally, exclusivity. Now, do I fully believe this? No. I'm going to be honest, probably not. And as well, we'll also get to the Activision Blizzard lawsuit in a second. I kind of feel like maybe Call of Duty by itself, because there is microtransactions or DLCs, but I'm very going to be kind of curious on the other IPs. So think games like, say, like Crash, that's now owned by Activision. Are they going to put that on PlayStation? Probably not. What about the other kind of mid-tier games? What about things like World of Warcraft? Will that be a part of Xbox Game Pass on PC? Who really knows? So I'm very intrigued. Like, what's going to happen 5 years from now? What's going to happen after they sign the formal documentation? Are they going to backstep this and just be like, well, legally we spent $70 billion. We have to do what we got to do. I'm very curious on all this stuff too as well. And on top of this, there was actually some official statements in regards to the Blizzard lawsuit, where Blizzard Activision was already seen to clean up its ad and public image before the deal was made. And Spencer still seems to take the company on its word. Which, once again, when it comes to big contracts and Activisions and all of this stuff, I don't know. Like, I feel like I can't really trust a lot of things by their word. I have to go from there. I believe they're committed to that, said Spencer. When I look at this work that they're doing now, there's always more that can be done. But I believe from the studio leaders there are, that I know very well, some of them former Xbox members, that they're committed to this journey, and I applaud that regardless of the deal. So this is kind of him basically saying, like, even if this deal doesn't go through and there's issues, we still have faith, they'll have good company. But this is like a lot of just good PR. Like, everyone wants to have that nice official statement, especially if you're about to want to go and try to buy them. You're not going to be like, well, Activision's awful, we're not being here, who cares? It's more of like a, hey, Activision's been doing good, we'll make it better. So I still have to be somewhat skeptical on these comments, because obviously these are, I think, what people would just want to hear. Now, I do think Phil Spencer has a very good track record, though, that does lead him to be believable, and we trust him on his sources and all of that. But the one big struggle here still is that, well, this is just, it can kind of go either way. Like, Activision hasn't fully cleared its name, a lot of the overall gaming industry are disappointed in them, and especially with, like, things like Diablo Immortal, which was just pure microtransaction DLC fodder. I don't think a lot of folks are pretty happy with Activision. Now, as well, same with the most recent Call of Duty doing very, very mediocrely. I'm kind of skeptical. So, it does kind of seem like, as of right now, based on all the lawyer comments and lawyer information, it does seem like the deal still has some scrutiny that it's under. Still not 100% formalized, but it does seem like it's apparently doing well, and they wouldn't be going on record 7 months, 8 months later stating that it's going good, or seemingly going good, if, well, it wasn't. And as well, this Activision kind of cleanup is very still peculiar, because they still want to keep former, like, CEOs and other big executives that were still involved in drama potentially keeping their jobs, or at least people involved with it. And I think that doesn't sit right with me and a lot of other folks too as well. Although we don't have the full information, I don't want to go throw out like anything else or other accusations as that kind of comes on out. So kind of give me your thoughts. Do you guys still think this Call of Duty is going to be good? Do you guys think that Call of Duty should be an exclusive? Like if you guys are Xbox or PC fans? Do you guys think if you guys are more on PlayStation, do you just want to keep these games either way? Or do you guys don't even care because you guys moved on into other platforms / other games like Apex, Fortnite, etc. Let me know in the comment section down below. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below. We have the Twitter and Twitch streams down below. We got the Target links as well, all down below. And I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below.